Good morning, students. Welcome back to you in your online class. And I am Divakar Pandey from Modern English School, KUNTI, NAGAR. Today, I am going to provide you my first video lecture of lesson 3 in SST that has been taken from class 5. And the topic is natural resources. Yes, in this chapter, we have to study about 3 points. First of all, we have to study about natural resources and its classification. It means classification of natural resources. Second, we have to study uses of natural resources. And third, conservation of natural resources. So first of all, we come to know what are the natural resources. Do you know? In our nature, in our surrounding, we find there are different kinds of objects like trees, rivers, mountains, plants, man. So these are provided by nature in our surroundings. As we can say, natural resources are the resources which are provided to us by nature. It means those resources that are provided to us by nature are called are known as natural resources. For example, soil, sunlight, rocks, minerals, plants, and animals. These are our natural resources in our surrounding that can be seen. We use these gifts of nature to meet our daily needs. It means these are gifts like a gifts that has been provided by nature in our surrounding, and we use these things in our daily life. But in past time, early humans did not know how to use these natural resources, but gradually they learned to harness them to make useful things that made their lives very comfortable. It means easy. Natural resources became valuable only when they were able to convert them into useful products. Without converting them in useful products, they had no any value. But all these things have value nowadays. For example, we can take waterfalls. Yes, waterfalls are also gifts of nature. How? The falling water has a great force, as we know. Falling water has a great force. So we use this force to generate electricity. So like this we can say waterfalls is a natural resource. There are still some resources in the world around us that we know nothing about or are unable to harness. Like this, when we talk about countries, we can say many countries in the world have not been able to use their natural resources fully. Why? That is why these countries have remained economically backward. But on the other hand, when we study, we find they have been spared. They have been spared the environmental damage that often goes hand in hand with the exploitation of natural resources. Like this, when we classify our natural resources, we can say natural resources can be classified into two groups. First, on the basis of living things, we can say living resources, and on the basis of non-living things, we can say non-living resources. Like this, natural resources are of two types: living resources and non-living resources. Now we come to know about living resources. What are living resources? Living resources are those resources that are in our surrounding. Natural resources are divided into like these two parts: living and non-living resources. Living resources are those resources which regenerate if the conditions are favorable. It means if the conditions are favorable, they may generate. For example, we can take the resources of forest, crops, grass that are used for fodder, wild and domestic animals. These are living things that are found in our surrounding, and these are called natural resources. It means living resources, natural living resources. Like this, when we come to know about non-living resources, non-living resources are those resources that include like as land, water and air. These are inexhaustible, so they are called renewable resources. So which type of natural resources are called renewable resources? Non-living resources. Minerals and fossil fuels such as coal and petroleum can be taken. Coal and petroleum are also non-living resources. However, they are exhaustible. The resources cannot be replaced as they take millions of years to form. That is why they are known as non-renewable resources. So like this, non-living resources can be classified